Hi traders, this is Sarjun Salim here. Welcome to Global Wealth Education Forex Academy weekly Forex forecast from June 29 to July 03, 2020. So we're going to see first dollar index and other major pairs expected move, direction and targets. I believe from our last week Forex focus video, you could have gained some value and caught a good number of pips on our expected direction and targets. To verify, please check our previous Forex Focus video on our YouTube channel. Become a profitable and successful trader, you need right education, right tools, and right strategies. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for educational purpose only. Here I am sharing my views and opinion the way I approach the market. We looked at last week dollar index. So I'm on daily time frame. Right, so let me just go back. So I think, yeah, because if we have got divider, so this, can you see this, the gray one? This is actually the weekend. If you see the 22nd of June and 20, this is weekend. So when we do our market analysis last week, we were here, exactly here. That time, we didn't know what happened. So I given the direction for you guys. So downwards, because I was expecting the correction. So as we expected, dollar gave us a nice push down, right? So this is given a clear vision in order to identify other pairs. For example, dollar index based major pairs like a GBP-USD, Euro-USD, USD CAD, AUD-USD and all stuff, right? So you can able to understand that, you can able to figure out that how the other pairs majors going to react based on the dollar move, right? This is kind of like, I use dollar index as my navigator. I would say the direction in order to understand the other major pairs move, right? That's the main thing. From our last week analysis, we had this kind of a, just a quick, pull back here. And as we expected, now the market is just ready to just doing some correction, Now, this week, what's going to happen? That's our questions, right? So this week, I'm expecting dollar index to little bit choppiness, because if you see that last week, it's kind of ranging, trying to, it's actually really trying to break this level, but it was finding some difficulties. Now here's because of my ultimate target is like here, overall here, 98.50 here. So this week, right, if we fail to, break this, maybe I think that this week probably dollar index a little bit get weaker. Because of that, we could expect some sideways, because in real case there's a very less buys for dollar index, less demand for it because of that upcoming days next week. So if in case if the pair willingness to come up and break, and it will have an opportunity to move further up, but I don't think that is immediately that would happen. Probably it will take about a few days, maybe in a week. But now we might expect some consolidations over here, like sideways. Based on that, other pairs, major pairs, we can expect on other pairs some depreciation and appreciation. So now let's move to the GBP-USD. GBP-USD, what happened? Because we were here last week. What we expect, okay, I think let me do this chart. Let me get the right chart. There we go. So, okay. So if you just go back on our previous last week videos, what we analyzed last week was this. So we actually, we were expecting price to just to climb up and give us a push back down. So as we expected, we had a good moves, right? So now what is next this week? Okay, this blue line was in last week. I'm just going to remove that. We don't need it now because I just kept it for the reference. You know what I mean? Because so now what is this week? This week actually, if you see that the GBP-USD is heavily bearish and nicely, beautifully is making lower highs. If you see that, lower highs. And I'm expecting little pullback on the top and just further to climb down, come down. So what is the price next level that we can look for? So I have got an eye on here. This is the area I'm expecting price to come up. this area to come up further down, because we can expect until further down here. See, this is my long-term target actually, but let's see that how the dollar index behave, and according to that we can expect some reaction from the GBP-USD. And also one more thing, guys, the GBP-USD quite weak because of the Brexit issues and all that's still going on. And so this is my expectations, GBP-USD to just give us a pullback opportunity and find some selling opportunities from here to down here. Okay, let's go back to the Euro-USD. Okay, so what we look at last week. Last week we were there actually here. So we have seen two scenarios. So we were expecting a little pull back up. It's a Euro-USD bearish market, and we were just looking a little bit pullback, and we had, as we expected, and we had a reaction from here for this sell. We almost got up from our spotted area nearly more than 150 pips, and still we have a more room to go further down. But this week I'm expecting buyers to claim a little bit further up and give us another selling opportunities, right? And the level I'm looking for here, so this is the area I'm just targeting. If you see that, this is Euro-USD. So this is the area I'm just targeting, just to have some, pullback opportunities up to these areas and give us a beautiful sell opportunity. So I'm keeping eye on these areas to enter for sales, right? So now, and what other pair we looked at last week? I think EUR AUD. Okay. So EUR actually, because we were in and out, because we shared the trade ideas on the members group. So this is actually on this one we caught because we entered few times here, right? So it's about nearly 160 pips. Again, I'm looking for here is only the buy opportunities. I'm not looking for a sell here because this is already in is heavily sold, and I'm only looking for the buy opportunities here. If this level is broken, I won't be looking for sell. But until this, I actually is probably another push I'm expecting. I'm looking for another buy opportunity. I'm waiting for some pullbacks just to take my buy position again, right? Last week, when we look at this pair, actually, we were targeting, I think we were here. Yeah. So anyway, now what was the other pair? GBP AUD we looked at last week. Let's look at that quickly. Okay, because last week we were here. We had actually this level was given last week to enter for sell. So we caught on this sell actually nearly 210 pips, 218 pips almost. Yeah. So this was the particular level I have given on my previous analysis last week. So we achieved the target. Now I'm just waiting for give pair to just give a little pullback and see, because it's not clear, it's still bearish. I'm just willing to enter for a sell if I get a nice pullback here. So I'm expecting price to come up to here. I will take this out. I'm expecting here and come here and take this liquidity, this area clear. Then I will look for some sell opportunities from here. So then we had GBP NZD. We had a look, GBP NZD. So we were here, and we had we were expecting price to give a kind of a, because it's a heavy bearish downtrend, and we were expecting a little pullback, and it spent up to here and we gave us a nice down move actually, right? So now with GBP and ZD, what next? We can expect GBP and ZD is 2, because here actually what you could see, because I think the GBP NZD is trying to break the structure, because we don't have a confirmation confluence yet. Because if the low is broken, it will make higher, higher, higher low. The momentum could shift and the trend could reverse, right? So we don't have a complete confluence yet. We have to see that Monday open, how it's going to happen. If the pair is open below this low, today open, Monday open, so then we have to see that how it's going to be react when it's on the London open. Then we could decide that whether the pairs, what is really willingness to go. 100%, this is going to make some retracement here, and further to say, if the retracement go beyond this high, we could say that probably pair will try to reverse. What we had a look again last week. USD CAD, we had a look. So we were looking at the USD CAD again on last week. I think, yeah, we had actually, I'm still looking for up move. Now, what is next? So now I'm expecting USD CAD to give us a little bit pullback, retracement, because my ultimate target is here. Let me go to the 4 hour. My target is here. Up to the price level is 3.8. I would say, because this is my first target actually. This is here, right? 1.3850. That's my first target, because here is we already achieved, which was last week target. As we discussed before. So that we had a nice move after we were here that last week. We had a little pullback. Then we had a nice beautiful buy from here. We caught about 226 pips. So what is next? I'm expecting a little pullback here. This level, and we can anticipate the move towards up. So this is what I'm looking for next week for USD CAD, and it actually is beautifully making higher high and higher low. So now he's going to make another high low here, then give us, I hope this would give us a nice beautiful buy opportunity from this area. Okay, right. Actually, we didn't look at last week AUDUSD, but what I'm expecting is actually, this is actually still in bullish move, right? It's not ready for bearish. It's making high low, and now I'm expecting this level. I'm keeping eye on these levels. If this level is broken, then we can expect beautiful selling opportunities. Till that now, for now, and I'm expecting move, because for the last week move, I'm expecting some retracement. On the retracement, we could expect some selling opportunities from this area to this level, 0.6810. Let me, this is messy, quite messy. I just, I didn't delete this guy, sorry. So in case, if the pair, break this level, and it will continue its move further up, right? But up to here, I'm just expecting some sellings, but subject to condition. Let's see that how it's going to react this week, because especially dollar this week, I'm expecting some side waves, because dollar is still struggling to climb up very quickly. It's taking more time. That means that the pair is internally weak, but it's neutral when the pair is neutral, because other pairs might take that opportunity to move faster or sideways. So let's see how this week's going to give us an opportunity for us. So then we'll look at NZUSD. Okay, so NZUSD also similar to the AUDUSD. It's on bullish run, bullish move actually, because the structure is not break. Sorry, it's moving. Okay, again, I'm just focusing on this areas. If this area is broken, then we can look some beautiful. So in the meantime, I'm just kind of expecting some selling opportunities from here if the high is not broken. If this high is broken, then the scenario will be different. For now, because guys, you know what? Don't think that I'm taking a counter trend here, because this is a bullish momentum, right? But I'm looking for sell here. Why? Because I'm entering this is with high influence, high confluence, because I'm expecting price to come up here. This is kind of like a institutional move. The similar to AUD USD as well. So you could ask yourself, we should not go against the trend, right? So why I am going against the trend? I'm looking for selling opportunity instead of buying. I'm expecting, because I have a good confluence from this area, right? Price to reverse. I mean, price to give us some selling opportunities, because you know what, we have got an imbalance here, because imbalance the price attract the most. So I'm entering here. It's not like 30-40 pip stop losses. The way retailers entered, my stop losses are 2 pips to 5 pips. This is what we call sniper entries. So losing, let's say that if you're entering with 5 pips stop loss, 10 trades, right, targeting 50 pips each, if you lose 9 trades, how many pips you will lose? 45 pips, right? If you win 1 trade, how many pips you will win? 50 pips, right? Still you 5 pips plus. So because this is a powerful of sniper entries, because sniper entries you can practice that when you get into the institutional style of trading, because you need to become master first on basic style of trading. How do the retailers trade first? You need to understand that how the retailers trade. You need to understand the things that retailers use to analyze the market. How do they look at the market? How do they approach the market? Number one. Then you need to understand how institutional move. How do they move the market? Okay, where do they take actions? Where do they react actually? Where they come? Where do they inject the money? Where is the money? Where do they make manipulations? That's what we call institutional move. So once you understand the institutional move, having that gives you more sniper entry, high probability trades. So because this is a 3-step process, retail style of trading, having understanding of that, then only you can able to apply the institutional skill set. So this is separate. So once you understand this institutional style, gradually you can go into the trades where with the 2 to 5 pips stop loss. This is what we call low risk and high reward trade. So gold actually. So what is next? We were expecting actually my long-term target is like up to 1,800, right? And the very long-term target weekly, you see that this area. I would say 120. Yes, yeah, fine. But that take some time. But till for on daily time frame, I'm just expecting a little pullback. Give us a up to Oh, actually, this is gold is actually making higher high, higher low, right? Beautifully. So in case if this level is break, then we can expect pair to come little further up to 170, right? So till now, we after retracements, we have a more opportunity price to towards run towards this area I'm looking for, right? And we had a last week beautiful entry. This is what I call, guys, sniper entries. Imagine, just look at the risk and rewards, because this was actually shared on our members channel, right? So in fact, I was top out because of the spread, then again entered. But so one of my account is triggered, it didn't stop out. So it didn't hit the stop loss. Let's check these, because the gold probably you need a longer target, like 41 pips. What is the risk rewards? 260 target, but so far we had a move up to here. Yeah, almost 194 pips, which is I would say almost 1 to 4. Yeah, nearly 1 to 4. So this is what it is, because we had an entry for EuroCAD last week also with the I think, yeah, this was it. So 16 pips actually. Now the price, because we entered, because they entered from here actually, not from here, because now we stop out, we got the profit, and because I was in the trade, then I stop out automatically, because when I make profit, I trail the stop loss, so it's stop out actually. It's not make losses. We gain profits and stop out, because after the price reaching here, just to move, give us a up thing, up momentum, up move. Now, what is next on EuroCAD? I'm expecting EuroCAD to reverse from this area again, because this was late. I'm expecting here again. Yes, a little bit, because we have some liquidities here, because I'm expecting pairs to little go further up and bring us selling opportunities. Yeah, like this up to here. This is this area actually I'm looking for the potential selling opportunities. Here is again, if you guys see that this is making high low, right? If you go to the daily time frame, what is it doing? Bullish, right? Bullish. 4 hour, what is it doing? Yeah, it's bullish. Because one thing, when you look at the pair on the daily time frame, and when you enter the trade on the 1 hour time frames, you cannot expect the same trend as on the daily time frame. So 1 hour, because we need to understand the overall trend, and we will take a trade on the small time frame based on the overall trend. We don't want to go against the trend. All right. So, but here is, because the reason I am looking for sell opportunities here based on the institutional move concept. And again, I'm expecting some retracement. Uh, to go for next for another leg. So on that way. So because maybe if you guys confuse that, I could explain. We could just go on for the another in probably next boot camp. We have a lot of requests to go through this concept again, so we could cover up a little briefly, right? And that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please let us know by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Wish you all for the fantastic trading week. Take care, trade safe.